So, hello sir, my name is Avinash and the assignment was given to me is this. I was supposed to create these whole four pages with the basic authentication and authorization functionality. Okay, so let me show you the, let's delete first the user and so these two servers are running for the front end and the back end. So let me show you first the code, the functionality of the website. So let's first sign up. So in the sign up we have to give all the three things. If I don't provide any of things, let's say I don't provide name, then it will give me an error that name is required, and we can see and hide the password also. If I don't give the password of 8 length, then it will also give me an error that okay. So let's see the password, it is of 8 character. After the clicking on the create account, it will redirect me to the verify OTP page and send me an OTP to this Gmail ID. So yeah, OTP is sent to me. So let's see. Yeah, this is the OTP 6483. Let's provide 648396. So let's verify this. So yeah, I am logged in now. So this message will be displayed, account created successfully. So here my name will be displayed at the header. Okay, so click if I select these three categories, then these three categories will be stored in the database. So let's see in the database. So yeah, these three are stored in the database. Let's say if I remove one of them, and yeah, then it will be removed from the database also. Yeah, these two are here, book and fashion. So if I refresh this, then these two will be as selected because the user selected at them previously. Okay, let's say if I log out. Okay, so let me remove the token first from the local storage. Oh, so it so if I don't if I know I am not logged in, then it will redirect me to the login page. So let's log in with the account. Let's say if I enter the wrong password, then it will give me an invalid credentials. This is the correct password, we can see it. So we are logged in and it will display the message login successful. Okay, so we can go these two categories are also uh, as checked because we have selected these two, and you can see the pagination is implemented very good, and this is responsive. We can go to the first page, we can go to the last page, and if I select these 6 categories also, if I refresh this and go to the last page, then these 6 are also checked in. Okay, so these were the functionality that I was supposed to build in this application. Okay, so let me give you a code walkthrough also. So let me first give you the code walkthrough of the front end. Okay, so in the front end I have used React. Okay, so let me show you the dependencies first, that which I have used for this application. So first of all, I have used React plus Tailwind to design the application. Tailwind is used, and after this I have used the Material UI icons, Material UI themes, okay, style components also from the Material UI. Okay, so uh, and Axios is used to API requesting or fetching the data .env for the .env file access, React Router DOM for the single page application routing. Okay, Sonar is used for the toast notification at the backend means login successful or else. The stand is Redux toolkit which is used for the state management. I know this is not a big application to use the just stand, but I have used this to show the uh, to show the better state management also. And if this can be implemented also by the probes and the simple auth context APIs and auth providers also. So I have used just stand instead of those, so the state management could be better and the application complexity will be reduced. Okay, so the main.js is nothing much having app.js. Okay, so let me show you. So the browser router from the React Router DOM, it will, yeah, so header is displayed on all the pages. These are the routes. Okay, so first route is sign up, then the sign up component will be displayed. Similarly for the verify OTP login, this is the protected this is the private route which will be displayed on the when the user is logged in. After this if we are entering any route, this is not from the above matches, then this will render the page not found. Okay, so let's see the private route first. So the private route, what it will do, it will get the data from the user app store user info, and it will check if it is true. If it is true, then it will render the children, otherwise it will navigate us to the login page. Okay, after this we are having the set loading state to check the data is loading or not. So first of all, use effect is used whenever we load the site or any other thing happen, then it will reload the categories and the user data if they are not set. Okay, so get categories will send an axios to get request to get category route. Oh sorry, get a category route, and it will set the categories that are coming from the this route from the backend. And yeah, and get user data will also send a request to get user info with the token. So token is stored in the local storage, and the data will come and it will store set the user info. And after this, if the user info and categories are present, then it will set the loading false. If they are not present, then they will be fetched. Okay, so the loading is will show us that the components are being the data is being loaded. So after this, let me show you the utils folder. In utils, nothing much constants. These constants are storing all the routes, and host is coming from the .env file here, and constants are storing all the routes. Store is used, and just stand is used to create the store. So it will create use app store, and it is having the two slices basically. First is the auth slice, which is having the information regarding the user information, tokens वगैरह, and this category slice is having the information from for the categories as an array. So it will fetch whenever we fetch the data, we will update the category in using the set category functions. So this will store the all the states in it store. And the pages is having the pages like login page, OTP page, page not found page, protected page, sign up page. So first of all, let me show you the sign up page. So yeah, in the sign up, nothing much. So starting from here, the box component, let me show okay, I will show you the box component after. So in the box component, I have wrapped these all the sign up components, sign up data. It is having the name input, email input, okay, and password input. And this is the button that will toggle the password visibility. Okay, show password, hide password, etc. and this is the button which will handle the form input. And this it below again we are having the account. If we are having account, then we can go to the login page. It will redirect us to the login. Okay, and after this means uh, after this form submission means whenever we want to submit the form, then it will first validate the sign up form. Means it will check the name is here or not, email is provided or not, password is provided or not. If the password is of less than the 8 character, then it must be equal or greater than the 8 characters, etc. Okay, so it will first validate, and after that it will send all the information to the backend with credentials true. And after that we will get a token from the backend, and we will set the token at the local storage and also in the token. Means from the token is from the use app store auth slice, and we will navigate to the verify OTP. Okay, so OTP will be displayed over here. So this is also wrapped in the box component. Okay, so it will, what it will do, it is having simple heading and this email, etc. And we are having the uh, OTP input. This is from the material UI. Okay, so it is having the value OTP on chain set. OTP is the function, number of inputs are 8. This is all the from the material UI. And after this we are having a button to submit verify OTP. If we click on verify OTP, first of all we will check the length of OTP is 0. If it is 0, then we will send the enter OTP. If the length is less than 8, means the OTP is not fully filled, so we will show an error that enter the OTP, full OTP. After that validate OTP. After that we will send an post request with the OTP routes with the OTP and with the token that we have stored from at the local storage. After this we will get the data as user, and we will set the user info in the rjusstand store, and we will give a message toast success as account created successfully. Okay, so this is the OTP page. After that verification, we will navigate to the home page. So we will be directed to this page. This page will be rendered when the home page is this. Okay, so in this what we are having, nothing much. We are just headings and h3s. After this, here the pagination is implemented. So what it will do, it is having the current categories. What are current categories? This is a state. This is, so that first of all we are having the category and user info from the use app store. After that we are having a state to manage the current page, and the current state page for the setting the current page, and selected categories. This is also state. In the starting it is having the selected categories as the user info dot category. Means the user info is fetching from the use app store, and it is having the categories in it. So the selected category is initialized first of all with the user info dot categories, means the starting categories that are using having. Okay, items per page is set to be 6, which is told or mean the email. And after that we are having just simple DSA and some logic to find the total pages, current categories, etc. And after this handle the checkbox. Means if the check if it is checked, then it will added in the selected categories. If it is checked firstly, and if we click on this, and it will be unchecked also, and we will remove from the selected categories. Okay, After this we will send this all the data to the backend with the token. Yeah, so this is how we will store the all the categories at the backend. So all the pages I think is covered. First of all, after this we are having the header is having nothing much functionality, just simple UI with and yeah, user info is accessed over here to display the name of the user at the top right. So the box is nothing much is having, it is simple giving us UI, and when whatever the children is passed to box, it will render it in a proper way. So if I have to change any designing of the box, so I can change in the single box component, and it will be reflected on all the other pages. Okay, so this is for the simplicity or the maintainability code. I have used the other box component. This can be also implemented using the single pages also, so we can provide the simple design for the all the pages. So this is the for the front end. Let me show you the back end, because this is not the this was for the front end interns, so I have not that focused about the backend, but I have implemented a decent functionalities and all these things in the backend also. So first of all, the index.js, what it will do, it will just create a simple server and connect to the databases, and yeah, it allows to these access or send request from the origin. After this we are having the db.js. It is simple file to connect with our mongodb database atlas, and after that we are having the category in it. So these are all the categories which are for single time, it all the categories are added in the to the database. So here we for once we have added all the categories in the database. After this we are having utils, that mailer.js to send the mail, and routes. So this is the for the category routes. These are for the user routes, means user information, login, sign up, verify email, add categories, etc. Okay, after that we are having the models. Category model, this is the user model, which is having the name, email, password, categories as an array. Okay, the date, the email verified, and the OTP. After that we are having auth middleware, which is used for the uh, process the token coming from the front end, and after that from the token it will find the user. So this is the middleware, and these are the controllers. So get category controller and user controller is having the verify email controller, login controller, register, get users, and add category users. Backup is using for the hashing the password and storing it in the database. So the password, if our database got leaked, then the password won't be displayed as it is. Okay, yeah, so this is all about this project. So I hope this project you find good. So thank you, sir. So